Yeah.
Last year, people were coming in after dark.
I don't know. I don't want to answer that right this second. Mike's in charge of that.
And what?
Fireworks, I think.
Whose gate might close when it gets dark? Remember last year it got dark and people were still showing up?
Yeah.
No parking
Okay.
outside.
Good evening, everybody. And thanks for coming. Hopefully you can all hear. We played quite a while with the sound system and still can't get it right. Can everybody back there here in the cheap seats? Okay. All right. So let's get going with the work session. Number one is budget modifications. Has everybody had a chance to look over the budget modifications? There was a small pile.
Yes.
Any questions? Okay. Number two, camp and pool employees. Every year we have to basically fire all of our employees and then come summertime rehire all of them, and most of them are returns. We get a big list of lifeguards and concession stand workers and everybody who works the summer camp, and we basically hire them all back in one lump sum. Anybody have any discussion, questions on that? Okay.
Donna has them all checked out, so.
Yeah, Donna's busy all winter long. And starting early in the spring, we start getting applications in. She goes through all of them. Everybody's up to date. There's an awful lot of homework that has to be done, making sure that everybody's got their certifications and vaccinations and you name it. It gets done, and it's exciting when we finally can start, and we're getting ready to open. So, number three is appoint planning board alternate. We had when John Lacey stepped down, had four people that stepped up, and we're looking for an appointment for the planning board. There was a committee that interviewed all four of the people. Made a recommendation. The board sat down. We talked about all of them. Not so much sat it down, but we've all conversed with each other. Went back and forth, and we came up with one gentleman who seemed to fit our qualifications. His name is Brett Budd. He's a longtime resident down in Phillipsport, about a 20-plus year employee of the highway department. And Brett says that he is willing and anxious to be part of the community and get on the planning board and help make decisions. So we'll be voting on that. Number four, is there any discussion there? Or? Number four is the fireworks and drone show agreement. Very similar to last year, we have an agreement with the company the two different companies that provide both fireworks and drone. The drone show, there's tons of insurance and rules and regulations that have to be gone through. Ben stays very busy taking care of that, making sure that we're all covered. So we're going to hopefully vote and approve that agreement tonight, and so we can get ready for a great fireworks show. Any questions or discussions on the agreement? Going once, going twice.
No questions.
Okay. Number five is the cell tower agreement with AT&T. We have the cell tower that's right behind the state police building. The town owns that tower. It's managed by a company called Crown Castle, and they basically handle the leases and installations. So we have AT&T, T-Mobile, and Verizon who are on it. The lease payments are basically negotiated through Crown Castle, but then they're submitted to the board. We have to agree on their proposals and what their revenue sharing part is. AT&T is renewing for another 5 years. This is one of the few times that we're not getting an increase in revenue on it because they're not changing any of their equipment. Most of the revenue comes from how much real estate space they take up on the tower and how much equipment they have inside the building. They're changing out a few different things, replacing older equipment, but for the most part, their real estate stays the same on the tower, and their equipment stays just more updated on the shack. So there won't be a change in in our lease agreement with that. We do get a cost of living or an annual 4% increase coming from Crown Castle. The town makes an awful lot of money on the tower and with no maintenance or work on our part. So it's a beautiful thing to have in our backyard. Any discussion on the AT&T agreement?
No.
Okay. All right. With that, let's start the business meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. First item on the agenda is public comment. It's 3 minutes for each individual, 30 minutes maximum. Do we have anybody who would like to discuss anything on the agenda? No, it's going to be a quick meeting. Brittany, do you have anybody online?
I do not.
Okay. So next item on the agenda is the Highway Superintendent's report.
Hi, everybody. Mowers are out, going around town. We're doing our thing for the summer. Crews are almost done with repairs from winter damage. After that, we're going to start prepping the roads for the list of roads that are on the resurfacing for the year. That includes cutting back trees, ditching, replacing old metal culverts into the newer HDPE ones that cross the road. And that's what we've kind of been up to. So
I don't know if we ever discussed the 284 agreement. Once the budget got finalized, did we get any more money or?
we got a little bit more money from CHIPS. Yeah, certainly not enough to do all those roads with the price of everything. I think we'll be able to do the Pine Kill and the Upper Pine Kill using CHIPS money, and then with Pave New York POPs, which is pave our potholes and emergency winter repair, along with the road line. I'm hoping to be able to pave a couple other smaller roads. But we'll be able to get the Pine Kill and Upper Pine Kill. Those are two big roads, so that'll be a very nice thing to get off the list. And again, not the all Pine Kill, just Pine Kill from Knob Hill down, and then I'd like to chip seal the whole thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so we did get a little bit more money, but
Doesn't go very far.
not right now. But
Covering cost increases.
soon enough, we'll pay and start to- and we can, but yeah, once we get done fixing winter damage, we're gonna get out there and start prepping the roads, and the paver's ready to go, so we're ready to spend
Excellent.
some money. Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay. Thank you, Tom. Okay. Next, the supervisor's report. Town stays busy. Just a few reminders. We closed the O&W Trail yesterday. The contractor's going to be bringing equipment in. We had our maintenance guys out mowing and trimming everything back on the trail so that they can get in and get some work done on it. We got signs out and barricades, and we posted online alternate places that if anybody is so disappointed that they can't walk on that trail, there are plenty of other trails for them to go out and get their exercise. Go on to the town website and you'll see where you can be. Okay. The pool opened up over the weekend. They were very busy, and we're looking forward to a busy and exciting year at the park and in the pool. So if you get hot, stop on by the pool. Reminder, anybody who has any business to conduct with the town, we are closed this Friday for Juneteenth, federal holiday. So everybody gets a long weekend. So remember that if you got to come in. Early voting's begun. The primary's on the 23rd. So if you want to get up to Monticello, cast your vote early, it's a great time to do it. Makes life a lot easier. You're not standing in line, although for a primary, I don't think we'll be standing in long lines. Also, the first concert in the park will be on the 26th. Those are great times. It's a free concert. in the town park. So
Is that a Friday?
it is it's the 19th. I don't have my calendar in front of me. I think it's a
26. Said it's 26.
26th. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, Friday.
No, we're closed on the night.
What time does it start again, Pete?
6 o'clock.
6:00.
Bring a chair, bring some stuff to mosquito repellent, food and beverages. But the bands that we've gotten have been fantastic, and it's a really good time. So come on down. Next meeting is going to be July 21st. It's in 2 weeks from now, we're going to kind of clash a little bit with 4th of July. So we're taking that meeting off. So we're going to skip a meeting, and then so don't show up here thinking we're going to have something. July 21st is the next one. Founders Day is a big day in the town and in the village. That's on the 11th. Saturday runs from, I think 11 till about 4. Everything gets packed. It's a great time to show off the town and highlight all that we have to offer. And there's an awful lot of fun things to do. And then after the Founders Day is the fireworks show. Mike's been working real hard on duplicating or actually enhancing what we did last year. We've got a whole pile of food vendors that are going to be here this year. So last year there was only a couple of them and everybody was anxious to have more food. I think the show is going to be a little bit more spectacular than it was last year, but he's doing a great job in putting that together. So I thank him very much for that. I got a notice from Orange and Rockland that they're going to be doing some tree work. So if you're down in the Summitville, Phillipsport area, starting July 1st, they're going to be out there trimming trees. So if you see a truck outside cutting trees outside your house, that's probably what it is. And okay, we also have Shred Day. If you have documents that need to get shredded, come on down, bring them here to our annual Shred Day on July the 18th. It runs from 10 o'clock to 1 o'clock here in the town hall parking lot. So get rid of all those things that you don't want anybody to see. And that is my report. Okay, next is the 2026 abstract number 14 for $162,984.76. Do I have a motion to approve? Motion from Tyler.
Second.
Second from Gary. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Expenditures, encumbrances, and appropriations report, revenues and expenditures report. Has everybody had a chance to review it?
Yep.
Okay, motion to accept them. Do we need a motion to accept that? I asked.
Motion.
Motion from Matt.
Second.
Second by Matt, Michael. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Approval of the minutes. Has everybody had a chance to look through the minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Karen does a beautiful job on our minutes. Motion to accept? Motion from Gary.
I'll second.
Second from
Me.
Rob. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Resolutions. I get a motion to approve the budget modifications.
Motion.
Motion from Mike.
Second.
Second from Matt. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Approve the summer camp and pool employees. Do I have a motion to approve them?
Motion.
Motion from Mike.
Second.
Do I get a second?
I'll second.
Second from Rob. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Approve the appointment for the planning board alternate with a term ending December 31st, 2026. Do I have a motion from Mike? Brett Bud.
That should be part of the motion.
Okay, okay, so yes, it is now. There you go. Have a second?
Second.
Second from Matt. Sorry. You gotta be quicker. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Approve the agreements with Starflight drone shows and celebration fireworks. Do I have a motion to?
Hang on one.
Yep.
Excuse me. Yeah, I reviewed those. I've spoken with the owner.
Mhm.
We've agreed on the final terms. I don't have it back from him yet. Okay. So the approval should be subject to attorney approval.
Okay. Do I get a motion to approve the agreements with Starflight Drone Show and Celebration of Fireworks pending approval by the town attorney?
Motion.
Motion from Mike. Second from Tyler. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. And ratify the approval of the, you point at me?
I was gonna say something.
Ratify the approval of the cell tower agreement with AT&T. We had voted by email on this because we were under time constraints. So we're going to be ratifying that tonight. Do I have a motion to ratify?
Motion.
Motion from Matt.
I'll second.
Second from Rob. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, committee reports. Do I have any?
I have one. The dog control officer, we sat down with the state police and had a very good meeting with them on some of the rules and regulations that we go by, and it was very helpful with both the dog control officer and the state police. So I just want to let everybody know that that happened this month.
Yes. Lots of rules.
Yeah.
Any other committee reports? Okay. Announcements. Do I have anybody with any announcements? Didn't you have?
I got an announcement. The American Legion, 92 Pine Street, is going to host a community breakfast free of charge, July 4th, 8 a.m. until noon. And we're looking for volunteers to help us set up, cook, serve, and clean up. And Karen Barkley, our wonderful town clerk, has a blank form waiting for volunteers to form a line and sign up to help.
What time does that
July
run?
4th.
What time? 8 to what?
Looking for really early, 8 to noon. 8 to noon until we run out of food. Karen Barnes hopefully can help do some extracurricular stuff with reenactments and maybe a march. But the people at the Legion are just going to do the breakfast, and whatever happens beyond that, we welcome anybody who wants to show up in Revolutionary era costumes, hats. We all have hats.
Yes, we do.
I have one revolutionary soldier coming.
Is he from the Revolution?
He's up there. He's old. He's old. He wasn't all the way back then for the signing, but if we can get some reenactors or people to come and just have a good time. There's going to be a sign out in front of the building soon.
Legion always puts on a really good breakfast. I'd encourage everybody to be there.
One more thing with the fireworks display. The gates will open at 6. Usually it's there until 9 o'clock. The show will probably start around 9. We had a lot of help from everybody last year, from the town and the park rec guys, the state police and the sheriffs and the ambulance squad. I forgot to.
Yeah, I keep
Mention
forgetting.
it. Yeah. So it's a great night. At least our first one last year went over very well, and I'm hoping again this year. The only thing with one of the agreements that we were just trying to finalize the final number of how many sponsors we got and money and how much is going to go on the agreement. So, but everybody come out that night. It'll be a great night. So that's all I got.
And there's a rain date, right, Mike?
Yeah, the next day. Yep.
Okay.
I have an announcement to make. Okay, a friend of mine, Chris Ramirez, is producing a documentary called Sullivan Fire. It's an intimate look at the challenges faced by many of our rural fire departments. And it's I saw a preview of it. It's an excellent documentary. I recommend it highly for people to check out and see what our local volunteers are doing to help us out in emergency situations, and deals with issues like volunteerism and impact on family lives of their volunteerism. It's going to be a fundraiser / preview on Saturday, June 20th at 11 a.m. at the Carland Lodge at 210 Radcliffe Road, Ferndale, New York. And there will be some door prizes, some refreshments. And please stop by and view this film preview and support it. It's a excellent documentary, and I feel Chris Ramirez, who is also a great photographer and a volunteer fireman, has done an excellent job producing this documentary. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. You'll probably get to see more of Chris's work. He usually comes down to the street fair and flies his drone and has some really good footage of the street fair after the whole thing. So
Same with the fireworks. He did a great job.
yep, and the fireworks. He's just a pretty spectacular videographer.
One more thing on the fireworks. The gate will close right before the show. So right, probably between 8:45 and 9. So nobody will be able to get in to the place around then, because last year everybody wanted to come in right at 9 when it was going off, and people were already kind of trying to get out. So the gates will close before the show. So which would be 8:45 to 9 o'clock.
Cuts down on all the lights and things that
Yes.
and it's dangerous.
It is dangerous. So thanks, Mike.
All right. Public comments. Anybody? Mr. Green.
First off, Mike, is it your birthday?
Not today,
Okay.
this
Okay.
weekend. Father's Day.
Well, happy birthday a little bit early. Just my monthly announcement this Thursday, June 18th at 5 p.m. Sci-Fi with the Science Guy. Last month, we showed the Andromeda strain, basically how microorganisms were causing a worldwide disaster. So we're sort of following up with that theme this month, showing Charlton Heston and the Omega Man. So 5 p.m., please either contact the library or contact me so I know how much popcorn to make.
Thank you, Lori. Anybody else? Mr. Lester.
Nice. Paper.
Last month at the zoning board hearing, I questioned the legality because there was a couple board members that don't show up or didn't show up. So when it comes to an important issue or any issue, my concern was they're not there, so they wouldn't know what's going on. So the attorney told me it's up to them to read the minutes and then make their judgment if they want to vote yes, no, however they would do that. So part of my negative commentary is I doubt very much whether any board reads the minutes, especially some of these long drawn out planning boards that go for hours. So that's part of my argument. So someone's going to want to read the minutes for reading hours of a board meeting, planning board, zoning, mostly the planning board. And I've listened for many, many meetings here. Not one of the board members, because everybody's asked, the supervisor asked, did everybody read them? I never hear anybody say, no, I didn't. I doubt very much that anybody ever reads the minutes. Maybe one person might. Peter, you're the supervisor, maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe Mike did read them. I don't know. But my comment is, like here it says approval of minutes, budget mods. Nobody ever says, no, I didn't read them. It's always just assumed, yes, we pass it, whatever. I feel that's an important thing. For some of these issues, you don't have to read verbatim every one of them, but there's sometimes there's quite a lot going on here that I think some of those minutes, some of the board members should be at least being up to date on reading some of them to keep abreast of what's going on.
Chris, last year we had a couple of meetings where I had at least 2 councilmen that said they didn't get a chance to read it, and we postponed it until the following month. And we did 2 the following month. So, I mean, guys have said that they didn't get a chance to read it, and we let it go another month so they could read it. And that's happened at least twice while I was in.
I've had a couple times where I've had phone calls from board members asking to clarify or look at the minutes and have Karen go through them. She and I have sat down and either rewrote them or put them, put the wording in different ways so that they were more clear, but they do.
And you might be right on the planning board, because let me tell you, our meetings compared to their meetings, Karen's probably got 2 pages where the planning board's probably got.
I know.
So you could be right on that, like I said.
But
Yeah.
once again, like I said, it's probably periodic, that someone, as you just mentioned, will read it or it's postponed, but over the many years that I've been going to these meetings, it's not a certainty 100% that read the minutes or
No, you're
don't
right.
read the minutes, excuse me, so there is that small percentage that,
But it's not right to generalize like that, Chris.
sorry, what?
It's not appropriate to generalize like that.
Why isn't it appropriate?
Because if we read the minutes, we read the minutes. Why do
Not-
you just assume we don't?
But, well, I don't ever hear anybody say, no, I didn't get a chance to read.
Because
Because
I've read it.
all the time.
They have read it,
Pardon me?
because they read the minutes, so that's why you don't hear that.
If that's say that they all read the minutes, but I doubt whether they all read the minutes all the time, because I don't hear anybody say, no, I didn't read it.
Thank you, Chris. Does anybody else have any comments?
I think, come on, I'm on the zoning board, I go to every meeting, not everybody has a chance to read these minutes. You don't read the minutes, you don't, and you abstain from your vote, or they don't pass the minutes. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I don't understand why this has to be. What's the point?
Okay.
They can't.
I think every effort should be made by all board members to read the minutes. And if something happens in life, they didn't have the time or the ability to read the minutes, then they should abstain in the votes for approval at the next meeting.
I go, got out, a horse trample, and end up, whatever that is. Like I said, it's anything for us.
Thank you. Anybody else have any comments? Okay. Brittany, is there anybody online?
I have no one for public comment.
Okay. As we do not have what's that? We don't have an executive session planned for this evening, so I will entertain a motion. Motion, Tyler.
Second.
And second from Mike. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out.